Tuesday, the 23rd of February, 2021. Today we're doing RE. So our LF today is to retell the story of Easter from the Bible. Our starter today is to look at the pictures below and think about what signs tell us that Easter is approaching. So, pause this video and have a look at the pictures below. Why do these pictures show us and tell us that Easter will be approaching soon? Let's look at the pictures together. I know that Easter is usually in April, sometimes in March, depending on when the year falls. I know that March, April and May are in spring, in the season spring, and in spring flowers start to grow. So down on the right hand side of the page there are some flowers that are growing, and these flowers usually come in Mother's Day in March. So that might be a sign that we know that Easter and spring are approaching soon. The middle picture is of a Bible, of a children's Bible, and that might tell us that near Easter Christians like to read the Bible and remind themselves why the Easter story is very important. And on the bottom left picture, these are hot cross buns. Now you might have seen these in shops when you've gone to do your shopping. Near Easter time, lots of people and Christians eat hot cross buns to remind them of the cross in the story of the Easter story, because there is a cross of icing on the hot cross buns. Now I'm going to read you the Christmas story. These are on different slides, and I would like you to look at the pictures and maybe read with me. Jesus arrived in Jerusalem on Palm Sunday. The people were happy to see Jesus and waved palm branches. Some important people were jealous of how much the people loved Jesus. Who do you think these important people are? Judas was one of Jesus' special friends. The important people gave Judas money to tell them where Jesus was so they could arrest him. Jesus had a special dinner called the Passover meal with his friends. This meal is now known as the Last Supper. Jesus gave his friends bread and wine. He then told them that one of them had turned against him. Jesus said that Peter would pretend he didn't know Jesus before the morning arrived and the cock crowed. Then Jesus went to pray in the Garden of Gethsemane. Judas told the important people where Jesus was. Jesus was arrested. Peter followed Jesus and waited outside where he was being held. Someone asked if he was Jesus' friend. Peter said he didn't know Jesus. Then the cock crowed. Peter remembered what Jesus had said and felt very sad. Pontius Pilate set Barabbas free instead of Jesus. The crowd wanted Jesus punished. Jesus had to carry a heavy cross through the streets of Jerusalem. Simon carried Jesus' cross to the hill. Jesus died on the cross. His friends and family were very sad. When Jesus died, the earth shook. The curtain in the special place called the temple was torn in two. Jesus' body was put into a tomb. A large, heavy stone was put in front of the entrance. On the third day, Mary and some of Jesus' other friends went to the tomb. Jesus' body wasn't there, and the stone had been rolled away. An angel told them that Jesus had risen from the dead. Jesus visited his friends before going to heaven. That's the story of the Easter story. On the next slide, we're going to look at the task that we have for today. So that was the story of the Easter story. Our task today is to organise these pictures to retell the Easter story. So thinking back on that we just read the Easter story together, think about the pictures and what happened at the beginning, the middle and the end of the story. Here are the pictures from our story. Where did they go? What comes at the beginning, the middle and the end of the Easter story? I would like you to rearrange these pictures so that you can tell me where they go. There are also some numbers on the bottom right hand side of these pictures to help you number them from the beginning to the middle to the end. They have to be in order. So on this slide, I would like you to drag the pictures from first to ninth and where they go. This is what you should have. Have a look. Do you have the same as these? Your moving on comment is to go onto the assignment sheets, on the Word assignment sheet this time, and reorder the photos that are here and the elements of the story into a table grid. Now, this is a little bit trickier because it hasn't got the numbers on the bottom, so you really need to think about what happens at the beginning of the Easter story, what happens in the middle, and what happens at the end. You can look back at the video provided to help you, and on the PowerPoint. I look forward to seeing what you have done on Teams.